Hello and welcome to Two of These People Are Lying, a simple game talking about what we've just learnt and lying about everything else. My name's Joe. This week I've got another three guests who are going to test their mental, physical, skill and mystery abilities to traverse the zones of lies and risk it all for a chance to win in the crystal dome of truth. First up, told you I'm running out of intro ideas, man.
Richard O'Brien's going to be like absolutely
boiling.
Where's Mumsy?
First up, a newcomer to the show from his Twitch channel, Well That's Rich, based in Northeast England, we've got Walker.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Next up, a verifiable pro of this game after a previous two appearances, Sombons. And finally, a verifiable not pro of this game in spite of his previous two appearances, Coxy.
Hello. I think I always win. What the fuck?
You always win in our hearts. So, they say you learn something new every day. I'm just going to ask you, have you learned anything fun this week?
I learned something about 10 minutes ago when you told us that we had to do a fun fact segment. All bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't.
Yeah, it's got something to do with their seeds being on the outside, right?
Yeah, it's just to do with the, like, botanically speaking, what makes a berry a berry. A lot of the fruits with berry in their title aren't actually berries.
Yeah.
Blueberries included. So there you go.
I wonder who decided to call them berries, isn't it? It's like...
That's a good one. You'll learn that fact next time you're on.
Earl of Berry just collected his favourite fruits. He'd get all days their berries.
He's like, wait till my friend, the Lord of Sandwich, hears about this.
The Lord of Wellington's over there with his beef and his boots, and he's just going, oh! Because he's got two beef Wellingtons, Coxy, two massive beef Wellingtons.
Yeah, like two beef Wellingtons.
Now, is it?
Or one beef Wellington, one jug of gravy, and he's just, you know...
Why a jug when it could actually be a Wellington full of gravy?
A Wellington boot. He's got the boot and he's going, oh! This is a good ironic one. Do you remember them ads? You wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't steal a handbag. That banger. Do you remember the music? They didn't pay for the rights to that music.
No way.
So
we actually pirated the music.
Childhood absolutely ruined.
That's insane.
Round one, I normally go first, so I'll ask the questions. And this article is about Sefidar. So, Sonia.
Sefidar, I don't actually know the pronunciation either, sorry. Sefidar or Sefidar is a Swedish death metal band.
Coxy.
Sefidar is a village.
And Walker.
It's actually Cypherdar, and it's a slang term.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to press that immediately. A slang term for what?
It's what people in various places in Europe would use for taking petrol or diesel.
Right. The kind of scum who nicks the diesel out of cars. Much like you would are, Sonia. Just for the record, Sonia and I share the same father, so... Okay, so it's a slang term for someone who nicks the diesel or the petrol out of cars. Where from?
The action. It's the action of...
The action
cycling. Yeah, but it's
the action.
The action. Put the hose in.
Coxy. It's a village. Where's this village at? Tell us now.
In Iran.
My Iranian geography's not very good. Is it a big village? Or is it like really tiny population?
Really small.
Alright, not much to go on there. Sonia, Swedish death metal band? How long they been going for, or are they already done?
No, they're still going. Sort of mid-90s. I think the Swedish death metal scene kind of kicked off at the end of the 80s. So they weren't like trailblazers, but they are notable, particularly in Sweden.
They'd already missed the bus as far as Swedish death metal are concerned, right?
Swedish death metal is actually a huge thing.
I don't really have much more to ask on the little village. I mean, it's a small village in Iran.
I can tell you how many people live there.
Go on.
78.
That's tiny.
That's Cypherdar for you, I guess.
It doesn't even make sense in the context. You're just flinging it around now.
Forget it, Coxy. That's Cypherdar. I love the concept of it being a slang term for someone who steals petrol.
Would you like another couple of facts about it?
I'd love another couple of facts about it, please.
So it was originally coined in the late 70s.
For the record, I think it's Sonia. But I'm going to say that it's Walker. Is it you, mate? No. And because I've said for the record that it's Sonia, it's not going to be you, is it, Sonia? Fuck's
No.
sake. Coxy, his little face, he's all lit up. Yeah. Honestly, it's you two working together. Sonia's too good of a liar, and Coxy, everything he says sounds like he doesn't believe it. Okay, so since he won the round, let's let Coxy go next.
So this article is about onus, O-N-I-S. Walker, to you first. What is onus?
It is a large rock.
A large rock, okay. Sonia?
It is the plural, the word oni, which refers to a Japanese ghost, a type of yokai.
Joe?
It is a municipality in Spain.
A rock, plural of oni, and a municipality. I can't even
Yeah.
see it, man. Where is this? What? Rock? Rock?
They can be anywhere.
Oh, so it's not like a specific rock. It's just a type of rock.
It is just a type of large rock, yeah. It was given its name. It once fell on somebody, and that is where the onus, the onus is on that person. Yeah, that's where that word came from, and that's a large rock.
All right, nice one.
You're the one that onus on your toe.
So it's the plural of oni. Explain a little bit more. Give us some more information. Come on.
But you'll have heard the word oni before. I think there's an oni in Dead by Daylight. There's an oni in Phasmophobia. It is a type of ghost that comes from Japanese folklore.
Joe, back to you.
Yes,
Where
hello.
in Spain is this place?
It is in the county of Asturias.
You're gonna have to explain to us what that M word.
Municipality. So
Yes.
you've got the county, or like the state, if you will. Then you've got your cities and your towns, and a municipality is like when a few towns that are maybe really small band together to have like a common, almost like a local authority. But let me tell you, the population of this municipality, which is made up of 3 towns, population is 749.
That
Still
is
quite small, isn't it?
Really small.
I don't know what else to ask Walker because he just said it's a rock. I'm just struggling to understand what type of rock it is. So it can just be any kind of big rock.
It's based on the shape and the size of it. Obviously, it's very big, but it's kind of like a Easter egg type of shape.
Is it was it like a culturally significant thing? Like Lord of the Flies, like I have the talking rock.
I have the honest.
Well, I mean, it's a bit too big to be carrying around Lord of the Flies style, but you're not going to pass it around. But
I think it might be Joe telling the truth.
Yeah. I am.
Winner again. That's 2 rounds in a row. The ultimate
Yes.
champion returns.
You're the proper underdog. I didn't realise that you actually do get these right quite often. Okay, so for the first time, Walker, it's up to you to ask us some questions. So, over to you, mate.
double-banded plover, which I'm excited about. So let's go to you, Joe, please.
Okay, so the double-banded plover was a type of surgical glove.
Double-banded plover is a species of bird.
A tool that is used on aeroplanes.
Where on the
Not
aeroplane?
really.
Where on the
the
aeroplane is it?
wings. It's basically a specialized tool in order to tighten the nuts and bolts that they use.
Elaborate on the bird a little bit, please.
Yeah, it's a species of bird that's connected to the plover, and it originates from New Zealand.
Like whereabouts? Is it like a high tree dweller?
So when you said whereabouts, I was going to say in Auckland, mate, but you were wondering where it sits.
Where
Um,
it lives,
just about.
like a large rock, like a large rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surgical, Joe. Like what's is it literally just a glove? Is it?
Before the invention of the double-banded plover, a doctor would put on like 2 pairs of gloves, which would put another pair of gloves over the top, and someone would tape them on. This is a special double-layered type of glove that you can put on, where the double banding keeps the inner glove stable and doesn't slip.
I think I'll go back to the bird for a second. Describe what it looks like, please.
Yeah, it's really cute. So it's white-breasted. It's got a brown upper half. Kind of looks similar to a robin, but without the red breast. So just a really small, cutesy little bird. I think double-banded because of the double colouring.
I'm not too sure about the double-banded in terms of bird, because you would have thought that the double-banded would have been like stripes or something as against the colours. The alternative rivet on an aeroplane wing. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm feeling that one either.
I mean, tools are all kinds of weird names in that. Like, why is a hammer called a hammer? Who invented that? Huh?
The Earl of Hammer.
Oh, I need to hammer this thing. You know what I need? A hammer. I'm going to make a hammer.
I also don't know how I feel about the gloves either, so I think I'm going to go with Sonia. I think I'm going to go with the bird, despite what I actually think. I'm gonna go with Sonia.
In spite of myself.
I don't think it's you, but I'm going for you.
Well, as I've talked it out, I'm thinking let's go with you, Sonia. Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
There
was some really nice pictures of them on the article. If Joe puts the article up after this, you'll be able to see for yourself how cute they are.
I thought I had you with that glove thing, but then I was like, why is it called the plover instead of the glove?
Glover.
Could have been like slang for a type of cardigan, like a pull over.
Oh yeah, it's a pullover.
How they say it in Yorkshire or something.
All right, so last up, it's Sonia. Bring us home.
The final article I have got is William Libby. That's William Libby. I feel like I always suck at trying to figure out who's telling the truth about a person. I'm going to start with you, Walker. Who is William Libby?
He's an American professor.
Coxy?
He is a New Zealand astronaut.
Oh, okay. And Joe?
He was a British, also academia, but not professor.
So we got American professor, British academic, or Kiwi NASA astronaut. I'm gonna jump to Coxy there. Is he still alive now?
Yeah, he's still alive, but he's retired. So he primarily did the space shuttle missions and then moved on to ISS missions as well after that.
But he's been on the ISS. Okay, how many times did he go up there?
Twice.
Walker, professor from America.
Right. He was a professor of physical geography.
Physical geography. And did he do anything sort of notable?
Interestingly, yes. He, whilst at university, played a prank by wearing a tie that was for other university colours.
Oh, what a fucking prankster.
One of his friends dared him to do it.
We told William to wear a different tie and he did it, the absolute mad lad.
It was, I tell you what, the mirth for days. But he also competed in the Olympics for rifle shooting.
Oh.
Right, okay, so you wouldn't haze him that much. You wouldn't give him that much grief.
Right.
It was just a prank. It was just a joke. I'm going to start shooting stuff. So he just started blasting.
Joe, British academia, so...
William Libby. His friends called him Willy. He was Willy Libby. He was famous particularly for incorporating a certain doctrine set of books into the British Library. He was part of a university, part of academia, and on one of the many relocating trips that the British used to do, saved a great deal of ancient text volumes and brought them back to be stored in the British Library. Incredibly important in support of certain historical pieces. So he was popular for A, saving books, B, as a librarian, and C, because all his mates called him Willy.
Yeah, big up Willy.
Yeah.
Big Willy style.
Big up Willy.
How was he in NASA when he was from New Zealand, when it's an American organisation?
You get people from different countries traveling on these as well. It's a collaboration, isn't it? It's not just all American, bald eagle, yeehaw. You know what I mean? You're part of the New Zealand Space Agency, but traveling with. And
what is the New Zealand Space Agency called? Because I don't think I've ever heard of them.
I have no idea. I didn't read that. I did read an interesting fact though, if you want to. So a couple of years ago, there was quite a famous video online of somebody taking a gorilla suit up to the ISS and scaring the fellow astronauts.
I have seen
that was our Willy.
Walker, he was a professor, but it seems that the reason he's got a Wikipedia article would be more because of the Olympics accolades.
Yeah, a combination of those. Yeah.
Did he win?
It did propel him to be able to join the National Guard.
Right.
Because he was so good.
Is that kind of like that guy recently who just turned up and had his hand in his pocket and was just good?
I love that guy. Yeah. Shows up with his hand and just get pictures of him and his cat as well. I love him.
Yeah. I feel like the person I'm trusting the least here is Coxy because of the saying NASA then backtracking instead of being like, oh no, I made a mistake.
Coxy is always such a wild card for me because he's just he's unreadable.
I really like Joe's answer. I really like the idea that this person did something very, very notable. Whether he exists or not, I love that people like that do exist. You know, that throughout history we've had people who've done that kind of shit.
Yeah, there's been Willys all throughout history.
But I don't know. I'm leaning most towards Walker here, to be honest. Like, I think Big Rock and Onus compared to, he did a prank where he wore the wrong colours. Like, it just seems so true. Like, it seems so real, if that makes sense, because it's so silly. And it also sounds like time's gone past where, like, that's the way pranks used to look
was
back in the
hilarious.
day. Yeah. And
Look,
then going on
I'm wearing the wrong coloured tie.
Yeah. It just seems it's so silly. It seems true. I'm gonna go for Walker just because of the anecdote. I think. Is it you?
It was me.
Yes. Get in.
1855 was when he was
Right.
born. Died
There you
1947. So
Yeah.
And was the tie thing true as well?
well, apparently
What
I
about
wasn't
that?
there.
Oh wow! Look at him! Look at him! His big mustache.
Yeah, he's got a big
He's
mustache.
got a hell of a mustache.
Oh, that is a mustache. Holy shit!
William Willoughby the Third, or as I call him, Big Willy the Third.
Willy Libby.
That brings us in a roundabout way to the end of the show. Thanks all for coming. It's been a fun week. You gonna come back?
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Got a up me lion game.
Coxy this week's been on top form. After that scathing intro I gave him, telling him he's not getting any better.
Started pretty wrong, you know what I mean?
All right, Sonia, where can the people find you?
As always, you can find me on twitch.tv/Sombons. Live every Friday and most Saturdays. I'm not sure when this episode's going live, but I am off the week of Easter, and that week I will be playing Alan Wake 2. Otherwise, I'm usually here or in Joe's stream, so don't really go anywhere else.
You know what? It occurs to me I've never plugged my own channel, but who needs that? Coxy, anything from you, mate?
No.
Cool. Walker, where can people find you outside of this?
Not much from me either. I'm very rarely online, but if you're looking for some fun Twitch times, check out Sonia's stream or Joe's stream.
Oh, Walker's being modest. He does have his own Twitch channel, which will be in the description.
Yeah. Well, that is rich on Twitch, but very inactive at the minute.
Well, okay, drop a follow anyway. Smash that. Fucking smash a subscribe on that one.
Smash a subscribe.
Punch that subscribe button. Give
Punch
us
that.
those books.
All right, I'm gonna play the outro music, so everyone just wave and smile and fall a bit. Bye, say bye. Bye.
There's my fun fact.
Cool.
Stick it up, yeah.
Banger.
Who would like a banger in the mouth?
Sonia? Gonna have to think of something.
Double bland.
Double blended
Finger blast my arsehole.
Because what? Wellington sat there with his gravy and his chimichanga or whatever the fuck it is, and he's just like, if only I had something to break this apart. Someone invent the fucking hammer. All right, so that brings us in a roundabout way to the end of the show. All right, Sonia's going to aggressively type over the...
I think I just popped a blood vessel in my head there.
The Duke of Wellington by?
No.